do pretty.
I don't.
You skew male. You're like a man. A man who understands women, their desires, their needs. You understand them, but you're not really one of them. You don't mind my being frank, do you?
No.
Hello?
You know, the kids get out there at 12:05 today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's 12 on the nose, right?
Yeah.
We ain't got to go to parent-teacher conferences. We talked to the teacher the last 10 times in a week.
Well, she sent me a message. She gonna be out of town, so she wanted to know that we want to come next week. So I told her that I will come on Monday.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Despite his being a ruffian of the brine, fearless in his plunder, and merciless with the sword, the Pirate King was also lonely.
The game of the college weekend is on ABC Saturday afternoon, Oregon and Washington. The game day crew will be there in Seattle starting 9 Eastern. And we'll be there for the game this weekend. I'm excited. I want to see people with that boy band signs out there, and I want to see you move. Do it. First take starts now.
We came here to do a job. We got to show everybody who we really are. We're the big dog in this fight.
Let's get this contact on the desk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can you dig it? Are you ready to say, ladies and gentlemen, the king is back in touchdown! Are you kidding me? Up and away! Touchdown! Happy proud of you, man. God bless you.
Good day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take. Thank you for being with us on this Friday Eve. Also, game day. Kimberly Martin, Dan Orlovsky.
What's up?
Chris Canty.
Hey, man.
I'm Molly Karam. How's everyone doing?
Great, how are you?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah. You want to get into it?
Did you watch the baseball last night?
Why?
Did you see what happened in Philly with Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
Oh, is he your favorite athlete going right now?
No.
Why not?
Because it's just not.
You don't like greatness?
I mean, you want to be honest. Yeah. Is your favorite athlete going?
He's my favorite baseball player right now. Absolutely. Yeah, the
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And Walker once more. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And the Vikings at 4-10 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
He'll take this to the 46. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
On third down, Cousins. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, lose by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw is Cousins. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Running left is Walker. And he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Now Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Howell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, here's Walker. And shedding through the tackle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, and misses the target, incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Powell on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Cousins to throw it. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Gone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw is Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact around in that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st and 10, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, having all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
39 yards.
and the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8.
Cousins now.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Walker.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, I mean, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Goff.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, charge. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And going right back to Walker.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing here, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Cousins.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
42 yards.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, Make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Gone. Escaping the pressure right.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
From the gun, here's Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
A shotgun snap for Gone.
Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
On first down, it's Gone.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.